air her out because she ain't had no mercy on you, I had no mercy on her. I had to name that bitch, okay? And I call her Lil Bitch. Oh my God. Let's get something clear right now. That voice in your head telling you you're not good enough, that's not you. That's your mom, your auntie.
Wait, quick poll. Do y'all say auntie or auntie? Drop it in the comments because I need the data. Thank you.
That one teacher, kids on the playground, your last boss, your first boss, every bully who ever had access to you. I used to think that voice was me, but nah, I was just repeating everybody else's shame in my own voice. So the lesson here is, if the voice in your head sounds like someone who hurt you, it ain't the real you. Think of the last mean thing you said to yourself. Whose voice does it actually sound like? I named her because it's really hard to take orders from someone named Lil Bitch. Oh my God. Lil Bitch is the one who tells me I sound stupid, that nobody cares, that I should just quit, that posting this video is cringy.
Ciao. Anyway, so
that living a soft ass life is fake, or that I should feel bad about it, that I'll never make it. And now when I hear her, I go, Lil Bitch, I hear you. But I ain't gonna hear that today. Tools you can use right now. You know how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce? Name your inner critic, drop it in the comments, make it spicy, then the next time it shows up, call him out loud. Tell her, shut up, a little bitch. I want to tell you a story about how I went from being my inner bully to being my inner bestie. I used to fight Lil Bitch real bad, daily. And not even cute fights, like mental warfare. She would drag me for not writing enough, then mock me if I posted something too vulnerable. And don't even get me started on what she says when I don't go to the gym, okay? I'm a work in progress, Lil Bitch, alright? But what changed the game, I stopped fighting her. I started listening to what that little bitch had to say, and I asked, what are you trying to protect me from? And it turns out Lil Bitch didn't want to see me embarrassed. She thought she was keeping me safe. The thing that finally broke embarrassment off of me was a conversation with my mentor, Sophia Chang. She asked me the realest question: who are you afraid of being embarrassed in front of? So I told her. I named the names. Then she told me, okay, now I want you to count them. And I did, and there were 4. She looked me dead in the eye and said, you mean to tell me you're gonna let 4 who don't even deserve to be in the same room as you stop you from reaching your greatness? What do you think I said? Hell no! Hell no!
hell no.
The lesson is, your inner critic is usually your younger self trying to protect you with outdated tools. Tools you can use right now. The next time your inner voice says something wild, respond with, what are you actually trying to protect me from? We hear a lot of people talk about reparenting your mind, but I call this co-parenting your mind. Me and Lil Bitch, we co-parent my dreams, okay? She'll panic and I'll soothe. I can't just ignore Lil Bitch because she's there. At this point in time, she is still a part of me. So I have to soothe her. I push us forward and she'll remind me to pack snacks. It's like what Rihanna kind of said, I'm friends with the monsters inside my head. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. I really am. I want you to counter that, because now when I benefit from something past me did, like when I get in the car and the gas tank's already full, for real, I'll be like, thank you, Past Jasmine. I love you so much, girl. Thank you. You know, she shows up for me and I thank her for it out loud, because if I can talk down to myself, I can also hype myself up. So the lesson here is, if you can criticize yourself, you can affirm yourself.
I said what I said.
You gotta balance the scale, homegirl, until eventually the good things that you say to yourself outweigh the bad. Tools you can use right now. Write a thank you note to a past version of you. Something small, something real. I actually schedule doctor appointments in my phone, and in the notes section I write myself little cute notes like this one. Alright, I am not original with this one. I've heard it a million times, and maybe you have too, but really you have to romanticize your life And not just your life, you have to romanticize yourself. Romanticize yourself or perish. I have entire playlists about me, girl. Whole albums, classic love songs. They're about me now. You know, like, it's my phone. I pay for the music subscription and I can make the playlist that I want to make. And I dedicate them to me. I put on Whitney Houston and I'm gonna sing to myself. I'm gonna slow dance in the kitchen to Aretha. I'm gonna write myself love letters while I'm listening to, I don't know, Maxwell. And yeah, it sounds crazy. Like, I get it. I know. But so what? I'd rather be crazy in a world I enjoy than miserable trying to fit into someone else's. So the lesson here is actually a reminder. Your reality is customizable. Choose one you like. Tools you can use right now. Take your favorite love song and pretend it was written for you, from you. And when you feel good enough to look in the mirror again, sing it to your reflection. Integration is the new healing. I used to think healing meant deleting parts of myself. Now I think it means welcoming them. Lil Bitch isn't the villain anymore. Even saying her name just makes me laugh. Lil Bitch. You know, but Lil Bitch isn't the villain anymore. She is the scared little girl who needed to be held, to be encouraged, to be loved, to be included. I think we get pushed this toxic positivity where you're just supposed to forget everything. And in reality, we know healing doesn't work like that. It's not linear. It's not easy like that. So I hold Lil Bitch, and then we go write some fire ass shit together. The lesson here is you don't have to get rid of your shadow. You just have to put them in the back seat, put their seatbelt on, give them a snack, tell them, I don't know, look out the window, watch the clouds and the moon, find that joy. Now, when Lil Bitch isn't bitching, she mostly helps me regulate my emotions. Tools you can use right now. Think about something your inner critic would say, the thing they say all the time. Now, rephrase it so that it's something your best friend would say. Because as your bestie, if you were out here acting crazy, you know, I wouldn't just come for the jugular. I'd come to you with love and compassion. And I'm sure you'd do the same for your friend. So how should you speak to yourself if Lil Bitch is also your little bestie? Let me know if that makes sense in the comments. I hope it did. Who is this for? Look, I ain't saying all artists are traumatized. Just mostly the good ones. Honestly, for most of us, our art probably started as a coping mechanism. I know it did for me. I even got a few theories for some of y'all. You know, they analyzing y'all. So like, singers are usually really shy. Maybe you even have like a lisp or something. Definitely, like, I feel like my favorite singers usually have like a little gap going on, and I like that. When you sing, you feel more confident maybe. Screenwriters disassociate. You love to do that. You're never here. You're never here. For you, fantasy is better than reality, you know, and you also kind of like give big kid energy, and that's really a read. It is. No, it's not. It's all love. Dancers, you have to think about your personal space. It's weird on both ends. No matter where you fall on like the Richter meter of boundaries, y'all are weird about yours. I feel like comedians, hella traumatized. If you are not laughing, you're crying. Also applies if you're just black in general, but definitely comedians. The lesson here is you gotta deal with your trauma or it'll deal with you. Anyway, I'm currently the happiest and freest I've ever been in my life. I don't say that to brag. I share that honestly to like evangelize. I write when I want, I eat good, I make money off my ideas, I walk my dogs in the middle of the day. Honestly, sometimes I don't wake up until the middle of the day. I cry when I need to, I vacation, I'm loved, I'm rested, I'm grateful, and I feel free. That voice in my head still pops up, but I know how to make her shut up too. If you're creative, struggling to live the life you imagine, then this is your freedom train. I'm the conductor, I'm in your city, and if you want more, please subscribe and check out my newsletter, Ink and Alchemy. Also remember to write that little bitch's name in the comments, air her out, cause she ain't had no mercy on you, don't have no mercy on her. Light, later, see you next session. Bye.